So the last story I want to do is the whole popcorn and cheese, Robot Boy, Mpo Pops, JazziQ story. As you guys know, I did a video on the whole JazziQ allegation from this YFM presenter. Is it YFM? I don't know if it's, I don't know if, I can't remember if it's YFM, so maybe not YFM. Don't hold me on that. But yeah, anyway, just a quick breakdown recap. So JazziQ, he was accused by one of the producers in that radio station of sexual harassment. She alleges that when they were in the elevator, he forcibly tried to kiss her. He was touching her, doing a whole bunch of things, crazy, wild things. So he's then released a statement to say, no, that's not what happened. They were in the elevator with a whole bunch of people. One of those people was Robert Boy. So yeah, so now the case has gone to court. They've opened a case, and yeah, so a few weeks ago, or like a week or two ago, they tried to call Robot Boy. When I say they, I mean Popcorn. I mean Podcast and Chill. Mac G. He tried to call Robot Boy to find out what actually happened. Because he was there. He was mentioned as one of the people who was there with JazziQ because they were promoting the new collab that they had together. So they, Mac tried to find out, what happened. You were there. Could you let us know what happened? And then obviously, he brought out this whole JazziQ released a statement, JazziQ released a statement, JazziQ released a statement type thing. And for a lot of people, that just didn't sit well with people because people thought like, okay, so he's not being forefront, he's not being upright, he's kind of trying to evade or something. And I really did feel like that, to be honest, because I understand that it's not his situation. He wasn't the person who was accused of those heinous things. But you got to understand, bro, you were there. And if something is happening and then they look to you to sort of get like information about what happened, and then you're going to just choose to shy away from it and to not even say anything. Because honestly, let's say this shit did happen or it didn't happen. If you were there, and you can just be honest and speak the truth, if it didn't happen, you can just be honest and say, no, that shit didn't happen. I was there. I was right there. I was a JazziQ. Nobody touched anybody. Nobody did anything. Nothing happened. I didn't see anything. He could have also said, I didn't see anything. I'm not aware of it. I'm not denying it or accepting it, but I didn't see anything. But he didn't say any of that. He just decided to fucking repeat the same statement the whole time. So people kind of felt a way about that. It was like, bro, are you hiding something? Are you trying to cover up for this guy? You're just really that brand friendly that you just not even gonna fucking stand on business and try and give an honest answer and trying to so. And I think that's one of my issues that I have with like Robot Boy. Not him personally. I don't know him personally. I'm sure personally he's a cool guy, but his internet persona, I think that's one of the issues that I have with him, because he's just like so branded up to the point where he doesn't really give off like a real person. He doesn't really give off any of thoughts or feelings or anything. Like he kind of he gives me AI vibes, like Robot Boy gives me AI vibes. He seems like, I guess that's why his name is Robot Boy, because it's programmed, So he's like, I've never heard him speak on any matter that was like serious or anything. Definitely you see him at funerals and stuff and he's talking about deep shit, but like I've never heard a social commentary on him. I've never, never picked any of that up. And I guess when you get to the stage where you're so branded up and you have so many brands that you're working, and also he has a big name. Like his last name is a big name. He's a son of somebody. I don't know. I won't lie. I don't know his dad, but I know his dad is famous, but I don't know his dad. So I guess he's also got that name to protect, and so I guess it could really be difficult for him to just be himself, like be genuine, be honest, be real. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't give me that real factor when I see Robot. That's why I didn't really watch Popcorn and Cheese that much. When I do watch Popcorn and Cheese, I know I'm watching it for Titsy and I'm watching it for Mpo, because them niggas feel like they're real people. They feel like they're giving their real thoughts, their real emotions. They feel like they're being genuine. They feel like they actually. When you watch Robot Boy, it just seems like he's just so branded up that, bro, the nigga just feels like AI. I don't get any tangible feelings from him, So, but anyway, that's just my 2 cents. On the last episode of Popcorn and Cheese, yes, because it is ending. That's also another story. Nobody knows why is it ending. Supposedly it's because of the views. The views are not that great, or it's because of this whole incident that happened. I don't really think it's because of this whole incident, if we're being honest. But yeah, it is ending. Well, it has ended. This is the last episode that it did. So he's going to pretty much break down. He's not going to break down what happened in the elevator because, again, he refuses to actually say what happened in the elevator. But he's going to give a commentary at least this time. So we're going to take it from there.
What happened? JazziQ made a statement.
Does it release? Oh. Yeah. Niggas are laughing.
The elevator.
Hey,
My dog, talk to us. What happened there?
tell us, brother. Tell us what happened
with
there.
JazziQ? And a statement.
You should be able to tell us, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Me, I thought for the fact that you're not telling Mac.
No, you know what it is? It's probably, the thing is, it's probably because I understand, Mac and Soul are not robots, friends.
Exactly.
So they're phoning you to be like, yo, bro, what happened?
Yeah.
And I get it. You want to protect certain people. You want to protect brand image. But it's so weird how something like that can cause more harm.
Yeah.
Than be a safety thing, right? Sometimes.
Exactly. Pretty much, like your silence speaks volume, like niggas keeping quiet and refusing to say something, that speaks volume. You know what I mean? Like for me, like silence is just as bad as, what the person did. So if you're going to keep quiet about it, it's like, bro, were you also touching? Hey, were you also trying to have this girl kiss you? What was happening? Keep it a beam.
Sometimes it can be misinterpreted as you're hiding something.
Uh-huh.
But I know you're not.
Yeah.
I know you're not.
Yeah, because we carve the truth.
What is the truth? What is the truth? They say they carve the truth, but what is the truth? We don't know the truth. We weren't there. We don't know this guy. We don't know these people. We are just consumers of a thing. You guys know Robot Boy personally, and you guys maybe know JazziQ personally. Us as the consumers, as the viewers, we don't know these people. So we take what, these allegations, we take them. Yes, we're going to take them with a grain of salt. Of course, we're not just going to believe it, all of that. But we also can't be out here just fucking saying that everybody who comes on the internet alleging things is lying, because that's not the truth. We saw it with the whole Diddy and stuff. With the whole Diddy thing made people believe that, you know what, when somebody is coming up with these allegations against somebody, don't just be quick to say, no, this person's lying, this person's because this person's a celebrity. No, most of the times, not most of the time, but there's some times where these people are really telling the truth about these things. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Exactly. And the truth will set you free.
Oh, shut up.
So set us free. This is a free channel. People who subscribe, they subscribe for free. Unless they're the premium subscribers. So for me, bruh, and here's why I'm saying, let's talk about the real shit, right? Because I feel like if something were to ever happen to me like that, or to
this is normal speed, eh? Damn, this nigga's speaking slow. I'm sorry. Let's go.
Any of us, we need to be able to support each other and spring to each other's aids, bruh. Because that situation is honestly speaking, it's messed up, bruh. Considering
a bit more.
Considering how
I'm sorry, guys. Like, I watch YouTube videos, like not all of them, but majority of the YouTube videos I watch, I either watch on 1.5 speed, or I watch on 1.75 speed, or I even sometimes watch on 2 speed. Because I've just become so accustomed to watching things like really fast. Because sometimes niggas be speaking slow, and sometimes things just be taking to end. Like, I feel like if you watch things on here's a hack or a trick or whatever, or just a advice for people who are making content like similar to what I do, like streaming like this. Watch things on double speed, guys. Please watch things on double speed, or at least 1.5 or 1.75, so that you can get through things quicker, because most of the time these things, like, they're so slow, so your video will end up being longer than it needs to be.
Country get assaulted every single day. We have the highest rates of sexual assault in the world, bro. In the world. And we live in a country where, when it comes to that particular sensitive topic,
it's no joke.
You are guilty first. Yeah. You are guilty first, and it's a stain on your name for the rest of your life. If I Google your name, that thing will come up, right? So if I'm put in a situation like that, bro, and someone accuses me of something that heinous, and then it turns out there were other people around, and then they ask those people what happened, and they go, I don't know.
I don't know. You know, yeah, and he's right. Mpo's right. It's also a thing of like, if you are JazziQ's friend, you know, definitely you're gonna tell the truth, bro. If you were there and nothing happened, honestly, nothing happened, or you didn't see anything happen, you're gonna come out and you're gonna say like, no, man, guys, nothing happened. I was there with this bro. I was there with this lady. There was a whole bunch of us in this elevator as well. I ain't see no touching. I ain't see no fondling. I ain't see nothing like that. You know, you're gonna come out and you're gonna be honest. But if something did happen, that's when you're gonna distance yourself. You're gonna be like, hey, I don't know, me, I don't know. You know. So I feel like it also, I don't know if JazziQ felt the way about that, but it's also kind of like a slight to JazziQ, because it's like, bro, how come you're not sticking up for me? You're not saying anything. If it is the truth that I didn't do what I did, what they're accusing me of doing, Diddy, guys, Diddy is coming, that they're accusing me of doing, you know. Why aren't you, as my friend, as this person who was here with me, who was in this instance, why can't you, you know, sort of give your side, so that, you know, so that it's not like a one, this person said that, this person said that. Because if now, the whole thing about court, right? When things are taken to court and things are taken to trial, one of the main important things to sort of ascertain or to prove whether someone is innocent or guilty is you're going to need witnesses, right? You're going to need people who were either there in that situation, whatever the situation is, or people who have backhand information or who have some sort of, but you need a witness, because a witness gives a third perspective into what happened. Yes, there's the JazziQ statement. There's that lady's statement. I forgot her name. So you can either choose who you want to believe. But then if a third person comes and now makes another statement, and then this third person statement sort of collaborates more with this side or with that side, you know, it sort of gives it, now it's like, oh, okay, there's a third party there who's able to sort of verify what JazziQ is saying or discredit what JazziQ is saying, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So I just think, man, I think it was a sad move on Robert to just Myers, you know?
It might not look good on me.
Okay. And you guys know the truth, right?
Yeah. We know the truth.
And now,
we don't know the truth. That's what I don't understand. We do not know the truth. Us as the consumers, as the viewers of this thing, we don't know the truth. And it's not like we're trying to get to the truth because we like Ndaba as a man. Like, we don't, you know, like, yeah, people like gossip and shit like that. But this is not a gossip situation. This is like a real thing, a real case, a real instance of somebody being taken advantage of, if it did happen, you know? So it's like the public also needs to know what is the truth. Because you're saying, yeah, you guys know the truth. Fuck these viewers. We don't care what they know or they don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the problem. That's the problem I have with media personalities and all of that. It's like, when they want the public and they want their viewers on their side and they want their viewers to subscribe and to like and to buy their shit and to pull up to their shows and all of that, they so quickly to lure you in and make you feel like your family and make you feel like, yeah, you're part of it. You're the chiller, you know. But then when something bad happens, and then when it's time for the truth to be put out, it's like, they don't need to know the truth. Us, we know the truth amongst each other. But it's like, no, nigga, you can't be pulling things like that, because we support this channel. We support you guys. We watch you guys. So we also deserve to know what the fuck is going on, because ain't nobody gonna be out here watching niggas who are moving weird, you know?
we here now.
Yeah.
To what you're saying, the saddest thing for me is the fact that this is something so serious, and it's the boy who cried wolf. It's the same story. Where the boy who cried wolf when there wasn't a wolf, cried wolf when there wasn't a wolf. Then when there was a wolf, people are like, when are you just capping again? The saddest thing about this whole thing is that when God forbid, other victims of this thing have to come out for a real story that really happened and not lied about. When they have to come out, it's going to be harder for them to be.
So essentially, he's saying she lied, because he's equating her to the boy who cried wolf. He's equating her to her having made, I guess, these allegations before against somebody else and multiple times, and people didn't believe. And so, yeah, so he's essentially saying that she lied. If you read his analogy correctly, that's what he's saying.
Believe, because she's going to be referenced, because it was cooked.
Yep.
Do you get what I'm saying? And now the law is the law. The law is in charge of this thing. The case was, there's a case. There's the law, then there's a case. And now,
has the case been opened?
Yes.
Okay.
So everything is in the hands of the law. And tell us the truth. The truth is in the statement. So me saying JazziQ released a statement is because he released a statement, and everything that's in the truth is in the statement. So the law, and now what you're saying, so now what happens is we're waiting because we're doing things the right way, right?
Yeah.
The same way it should have happened on her side, where she should have went and opened a case, etc.
And not tweet.
Yes, exactly. Because now the statement is released and then she disappears. Then she deletes her tweets and she's suspended from YFM too.
Did she delete the tweets? Because I saw her tweets
Oh,
still
it
up,
is YFM.
like 3-4 days later.
These are like,
Your fave, you won't believe what your fave did to me. He groped me,
Bro,
like
like-
he tried to forcibly make me kiss him. I'm paraphrasing here, but that's more or less
So,
what the tweet went.
all I'm saying is, me saying JazziQ released a statement is because had he not, to your point, if, like, for example, you said, if this thing happened to you and there were more people in the thing and they asked us and then we said, you released a statement, it would look bad on you, because your truth is in the statement and that's what we were told to say because it's in the hands of the law and waiting for the case. So now that,
I get you there.
now that it's gotten,
That's what they were told to say. Interesting. So so Robert Boy was told to collaborate with whatever was said in JazziQ's statement. Mind you, he's saying what Robert Boy is saying is that the truth is in JazziQ's statement. But that's not all accurate because we don't know if JazziQ's statement is accurate or if it is the truth. You guys remember when I made the video, the initial video, and breaking down the allegations? What my speculations was, what I said was that these two could have been referencing, and when I say this two, I mean JazziQ and I mean the lady who accused him of what she accused him. These two could be referencing two different points on that day. You know what I mean? Because JazziQ is saying, no, man, there were 5 other people in the elevator. There's no ways that I could have groped her. The elevator we went up for like a split second. You know, there's no way that I could have groped her in that time in front of all these other people. That's his statement. That's what he's saying. She's saying he touched me, he groped me, he tried to make me kiss him type vibes. So what I'm saying is the only way that these two things would sort of make sense, or the only way that the timeline would align, is if these people are referring to two different instances of when they were both there in the elevator. Because mind you, they went to YFM, they went to promote their song, whatever they were doing. They obviously were there for some time. There's some movement, there's some motion. Maybe people are going to the bathroom, people are going to speak to There's movement all the time. So JazziQ's statement could be referring to a time either before or after the time that she's referring to. She could be referring to a time when, no, it wasn't the time when we were with 5 people, and when it wasn't that time. It was the time when it was just me and you, and that's what you tried to do. And then in his statement, he's trying to sort of make it seem like, no, it's the time when we were all with the 5 people. You know what I mean? So that's sort of my speculation. So for Robert Boy to say that JazziQ's statement is the truth, it's like, we need evidence. We need the evidence we need the proof, we need the investigation. Because you can't just say one side is true and the other side is not true.
yeah, it's also like, why are people mad at the lack of understanding how the system works? So we have to wait for certain things to be applied and we have to wait for the things to happen. But if they don't happen, then fair. Now, if on that note, now that, okay, we're waiting, but because of the wait.
Yeah.
Because, bro, like I said in the beginning of this thing, running to the truth and the prevailing. Like, we know the God we serve. We're not going to run off people's social media peer pressure. No, the Mac phone call.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So, and it's not like, because if anything, I should have released something to diffuse myself from that thing. Do you think my brand awareness will be willing to stand with someone that is guilty of such a thing? Doesn't make sense. I would have been the first to remove myself and I would have called it out. We've called out a lot of things before. But now it's like, yo, dog, this is what is said and this is what's happened. Do you get what I'm saying? So with that being said, here, that's what the chat is that there was a moment that didn't happen and he replied to it, right? And that's what he replied to. So that's the statement. So me saying you release a statement is because the truth is in a statement. And then after a statement, what's later. But now people are like, yeah, but what? Because we're waiting for the law to do its thing. But now that the law's taking time and the people are doing what the people do, because the same crowd crucified Jesus even though he knew his truth. You get what I'm saying? Now will come.
Leave sweet baby Jesus out of this. Jesus got nothing to do with this.
I'm saying, okay, this is what happened and this thing is cooked. We don't know what her beef is with JazziQ. We don't know what the issue is, but that's the chat.
I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit here because, you see, we live in South Africa.
That's the chat. Okay, this video is going to be too long if I let him finish. So we're going to just stop it there. But yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much the whole the whole gist of it. It's sad that the show is ending. I used to watch it. It's not a lot, to be honest. I found it cringe sometimes, but some episodes were really, 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 really so funny. You know, like some episodes were hilarious. Some episodes were just a bit too, I don't know, too baby for me, because it's a kid-friendly podcast. They don't swear. They don't speak about anything that's not, you know, it's like a rated 12 podcast, you know, even though it's hosted by like grown men. So I never really understood that, why grown men are being so censored to sort of make a kid-friendly podcast. I didn't understand that. That for me was too weird. So, but I did definitely watch a few episodes here and there. Yeah. So, in regards to this whole thing, we don't know the truth. That's all we can say is that we don't know the truth, but we can definitely say that JazziQ's statement is not the entire truth, or it's one side of the truth. You know, we can't just take JazziQ's statement for the word of law, and hers as well. We can't also just take her allegation to be real. You know, because like I said, motherfuckers lie on the internet. They be lying on people, but sometimes they don't. You know, sometimes they don't, and that's why everybody's always presumed innocent before guilty, and all of that. And that's why there's a system, there's a law. Niggas do things the right way. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, man. I'm gonna leave it here as usual. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really let me stop this. It's distracting. I really appreciate you guys watching and just subscribing to the channel. Keep going, man. We're going road to 200 subscribers, yes sir. And yeah, thank you guys for your comments. Thank you for your likes. Thanks for the engagement. Really appreciate it all. You catch me on the next video. Yeah, it's your boy. Yes, I said. See you. Ow. JazziQ released a statement.